everybody, and thanks for joining Stamp with Tracy for today's Well Wednesday. Today we are going to be working with the very cute bundle out of our current mini catalog. You can find that on page 24. This is such a cute little stamp set. I absolutely love it. And the bundle comes with that very cute bear punch. So today we're going to be working with that, and we're going to be working with some awesome design I saw at a stamping retreat I was at with Nancy Amato. I know I'm saying that a lot in my Wow Wednesdays lately, but I really did get a lot out of going to that retreat and planned a lot of Wow Wednesdays while I was there and got some great card ideas. So I'm going to be using the stamp set and the punch, as well as the snow falling embossing folder that was part of that suite. That we'll be carrying over. It's Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder found on page 23 of the current mini catalog. So we're going to start out with a regular thick white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of 4 1/4 or 4 inches by 5 1/4. Let me make sure that I might have cut it smaller because a lot of times I like to use the, 3 3/4 by 5. Sorry about that. So I have a piece of regular basic white, 3 3/4 by 5, ran through that snow, excuse me, Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. Then I also have 2 deckled circles cut out, one in balmy blue and one in the basic white. I have punched out the bear stamped in memento, and what I did with the bear is I like to get like a nice look that really makes it pop, and doing that with Pool Party Light Stampin' Blend, I just went around the inside of the outline of the bear, and then I took my color lifter and I just color and lift some of that Pool Party, even though it's very light. I just want it as even lighter. So I just go over it and it lifts some of that color out. And it just gives, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it just gives a really nice little background outline to it. And I just absolutely love that. And we're going to be using the stamp Warm Wishes from that set. And then I also cut out some snowflakes while I was there, and I don't remember what stamp set that was from. I want to say it might have been, I'm not even going to guess what die set it was from, but it's one of our dies that has the snowflakes with it. So let's start by assembling. So first thing we want to do is I am just measured off, and this is probably just about maybe a 1/2 inch. Yep, a 1/2 inch, and I ran that down my paper trimmer and scored it so I could tuck it behind it. Then I'm just going to take, and I actually made some temporary glue dots just by putting some on my silicone mat. And I want to just hold that into place on here. Centered. And then I'm going to come back with a pencil and I'm going to draw a line down it. I could just cut it or fold it like I did the blue, but it does make it kind of thick for what's going behind there. So I'm just going to take my paper trimmer now where I cut that line, where I drew that line, and trim that off. So I'm just putting that line right down in my track and then coming and cutting that piece off. Then I will take my liquid glue and add that to the other deckled circle and bring that right over to that line right there. And then make sure it's centered top and bottom. And it looks like that. Okay, So now we're going to take and we're going to glue the back of this fold. So I'm just putting glue on there. And we will center that just about a little bit higher than even from top to bottom. Then I'm going to come back and add some more glue. I wanted to make sure I had the position where I wanted. Now I'll glue it down completely with my liquid glue. All right. Then I'm going to take and use dimensionals and add those to the back of my bear. And then I'll put him right on that card there. And then the largest star that I have, snowflake that I have, just add a little bit of glue to that. And I'm going to actually tuck that down behind that a little bit. And then I have another one that I'm going to put down right out here. And then another one yet that I will put down here. Now with that, I'm going to add that and glue it down. Let me take an old stick here where I like to spread when I get too much glue. And put that down onto my card base. Then I'll add the warm wishes. And I added a snowflake to that as well. And I'll be adding that using dimensionals. And then we'll add a little bit of bling to that. And we'll do that by adding jewels. So I have some of these real little jewels I'll put on the small snowflakes. And then the larger one I will put on this big one. And then the medium size one on there. Isn't that a cute design? And I just love this bear. I think he's so stinking cute. So let me show you some other ones that I did with that. Now here's a sort of the same thing. Now I also stamped the little scarf on there. I stamped that with, this one was Night of Navy, and then color it with blend behind it with Balmy Blue. And this one was with Blueberry Bushel and colored it with the Balmy Blue. I liked, after I stamped the scarf, I liked coloring it around it, so it did pop a little bit more than just leaving it plain like that. And then I stamped the warm wishes with Balmy Blue as well. I like it on the blue a lot, but I wanted to try it against the white. And you can see the difference in the bears here, where this one I did do the adding the pool party and then the color lifter, as compared to this bear who I just left white. I just think it makes a huge difference. So I wanted to show you that. I will come back and do that one as well, but I wanted to show you the difference there. So then I also made a few more. This one, just Merry Christmas, and this is on Balmy Blue cardstock and Night of Navy. And I made this one to open this way, and then used the Merry Christmas tag. And then I also bought the add-on kit for the October paper pumpkin. And I used some of the bears on there. And here's the little baby bear, and I put the little hat on him. So cute. And I don't know if you got this. I'm sure well, when I made the video, it was still available. Hopefully it still is. But that add-on kit to the October Paper Pumpkin, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can go on my store and go under Paper Pumpkin Supplies and purchase that add-on. It was 5x7 cards, and there was 20 of them there, and they came with envelopes. Now, I chose to cut them down because the card had this tree design on the front and on the back. So it was a white card base with this printed design on it of all these trees. So I cut the front and the back into 2 cards. So I actually got 40 cards out of that. I was so happy with that. And then here's another one where I had just a small piece of the trees left in it. And I stamped an old Paper Pumpkin Santa there with the sleigh, with the reindeers, and stamped Merry Christmas on there. And that paper is just so pretty. If you can see that little bit of shimmer glitter on it. Absolutely love that add-on kit. You should take a chance and try to find that. Here's another one made with that. And I did all 3 style of the bears on there and stamped Christmas is Better Together and cut that out and put that on a card. This is with Night of Navy on a thick Whisper white card base. So that was tonight's card. I hope you enjoyed the very cute bundle as much as I did. And don't forget, for Wow Wednesday, we like and comment, and that gives you the opportunity to win these 2 cards, if I get a chance to get in touch with you and you want to pick out one of the other cards I made, I'll be happy to substitute that for you. Sometimes I don't always get in touch with people before I can mail them, so you'll just get what I send. But don't forget, like and comment gives you a chance to win 2 cards from tonight's video. Thanks for joining me, everyone. And if you want to get this, make sure you place your order before that catalog expires, which the last day is January the 4th, but I would order it as soon as possible because it is retiring, and once it's gone, it's gone. So thanks again, everyone, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.